Let's talk about my first allergic reaction. Actually, I don't know if it's an allergy or just a very severe intolerance. The topic of what it's classed as has always been in limbo my entire life. When people ask, I always call it an allergy. Let's just go with that for the sake of this video, but we'll talk more about it later. For this story, we gotta go back to 2015 on my 10th birthday. That was 10 years ago. Christ, I'm getting old, I've only got like 12 more years left to live. It all started when I had some of the cake. I'd been waiting all day to have some because it was a Big Hero 6 themed cake, and when I was younger, I absolutely loved that film. I think I've got a photo of it somewhere, I'll put it on screen if I do. About 10 minutes after I had a slice, I started feeling very nauseous. I went to lay down and this was when I started feeling very rough. There's a Shut Up I'm Talking episode where Jonathan Isn't It starts talking about how when he's really ill with the flu, he starts seeing the shapes in the corner of his eyes. A lot of people don't know what he's talking about, but I believe him because my brother in Christ, I was seeing the shapes. I was laying there feeling like death for a solid 20 minutes when all of a sudden, with no spoiler warning, I just threw up. It's not the nicest thing I know, but that's what happened. I vom-vommed. I just realised I haven't actually said specifically what the allergy was. Buttercream. It was buttercream. At this point in time, we weren't sure if this was actually an allergy or some sort of intolerance. But what really solidified it was when I went to my friend's birthday party 6 months later, and guess what sort of cream was in the cake? When I found out it was buttercream, I became that emoji that looks like it shit itself. But yeah, no, that was basically when I confirmed it for myself that my body does not like buttercream. Now, touching on the whole thing about it being an allergy or an intolerance, I'm still not sure on it to this day, like I'm still back and forth. It's really weird because I don't have any reaction to the ingredients when separated, it's only when they're mixed into a buttercream, which can be a thing apparently when it comes to allergies, but the same can be said about an intolerant. I really don't know.
By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
I think at some point I'll have to go get it officially diagnosed, but for now I don't really mind not knowing which one it is. I have to avoid buttercream in most cake regardless, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. That is basically it. Do you have any allergies? If so, share your experience of how you found out in the comments, because that's always a fun and totally not traumatic memory to tell a load of strangers on the internet. Hope you guys enjoyed that somewhat depressing story. See you next time.